It's Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we've got a game here for April 19. Baltimore Orioles at the California Angels, the first of a three-game series, and I'm going to go right through setup with you all. I'm having severe anxiety. That's why I'm panting. It's that bad. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Okay. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I took some medicine for it.
You guys, funerals cost.
And this might be the boring part for you, so if you're watching this on demand, you may want to move it up to where the game starts. This takes about 10 minutes. Oh, shit. Oh, God. First time I've done that in a long time. Oh. God. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, two, three, four. Oh. Let's get the lineups going here. And I'll go through them. Robinson, Powell, Johnson, Blanchard, Bruce Howard. As I write them in, I'll go through them for you. Oh. Rodriguez. Pose. Fregosi. Hall. Reichert. Schwall. Satriano. Rogers. There. Say 1WR. Let's put the standings in. The records, I should say. Baltimore comes into this game 2-4. California 3-4. Bruce Howard starting for Baltimore. George Brunette, left-hander for California. Okay. Howard 0-1. For California. Brunette 1-1. Let me go ahead and throw the lineups in. Oh, let's get the prior game relievers that were used. Okay. California, Hamilton and Locke. Oh shit, that's for California. God. Baltimore. Stravinsky and Brabender were used for Baltimore. In this game, O'Donoghue in Real World and Watt were used, and Rojas was used for California. It's just guideline. Don't have to use them. Here's many Rojas. Let me enter these lineups. I'm going to read them as I go along. For Baltimore, it's Kurt Blefary leading off and catching, believe it or not. The Birds are California dreaming today. Absolutely, Kathy. It's hard for me to read the text as I'm entering this, so I just saw something move. I'm doing this because I'm afraid to be alone and I'm afraid to be unoccupied. Paul Blair in center, batting second. Kurt Martin. In left field. It's pretty sick, a guy who's got pathological anxiety and depression playing Strat-O-Matic. To cope. Frank Robinson batting fourth in right field. Brooks Robinson batting fifth at third base. Boog Powell batting sixth at first base. Davey Johnson batting seventh at second base. Mark Belanger at shortstop. And the pitcher, Bruce Howard, who will eventually be traded to the Senators, comes in with a record of 0-1. He's a 1 NS, 3-0 plus 6 hold. And that's going to make him a +5 max. So California may have a chance to run on Howard. Now for the Angels, leading off, Aurelio Rodriguez. At second base, that sounds strange. 441. Roger Repose in center. Jim Fregosi at short. Jimmy Hall, oh, by the way, pitcher, catcher, center, left, right, third, first, second, short. Jimmy Hall in right field. Rick Reichart in left field. Paul Shaw at third. Triano at first. Buck Rogers, the catcher. And George Brunette, the pitcher. One WR. 5-6 -2. -3 hold. So that's a good hold for the Angels on Baltimore running. See how that lines up. Pretty good. So there's your lineups, starting lineups, and I'm going to take a break for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll be back to start this ball game. Oh, excuse me. Yes, indeed, Kathy. You're my friend. Such a good friend. You really are. And that's just, it's not crying. I got over a cold. And it's just some nasal leftover. We'll be back in a few minutes for the start of this ball game. The best antidote, I just read that, Kathy. Oh. And we are here at the Big A. I think it was the Big A. Anaheim Stadium, attendance 12,747. Angels won this one real world 2-1. And the Angels take the field. George Brunette on the mound. And we'd like to hear from you, like Kathy Harden in the live text. Okay, leading it off for Baltimore is very unlikely Kurt Blefary, and he's catching. I'm used to him as an outfielder. Here's Brunette, he's ready. The pitch to Blefary, 4-8 left-handed, flies it to right, and that's for Jimmy Hall. Hall under it makes the catch. He hauls it in. Just got a robocall. Those are the most annoying goddamn things in the world. Especially when they interfere with my games. Okay, that's going to bring Paul Blair up. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch from Brunette, 1-7 left-handed, walked him. Blair is on. He's only a 1-13, 1-10, not holding him. Now Kurt Martin, look at those home runs against left-handers. Eight home runs in 217 at-bats. Here's the pitch to Martin. That's 5-3. That's going to be an X. I could just tell. Ground ball first X, our first X. That'll be Satriano, 4-13. 15-4. It's an E13 roll. E13-5, this could be an error. It is Satriano with the error at first. So the Birds have first and second, 1 out. And Frank Robinson is the batter. Pitch from Brunette. 2-7 left-handed, walked him, so the bases are loaded. Here's Brooks Robinson. Angels playing the infield back. The pitch to Brooks. 6-9 right-handed, grounds it to third. That's going to be Shaw to Rodriguez at second, and then over to Satriano at first for the double play. A bases loaded double play gets Brunette out of it with no runs, no hits, a walk, an error, 2 walks, and 2 left on. And after a half, it's Baltimore nothing, and California's coming up. God. We move to the bottom of the first. Bruce Howard. He gets traded to the Senators at the end later. He's on the Orioles now. At 12 starts, 1-6. Howard on the mound. And here's Aurelio Rodriguez to lead it off. Here's Howard now. Ran the pitch 4-5, right-handed, grounds it to short for Belanger. And he fires it to Powell for the first out. Now Roger Repose. Howard throws 4-6, left-handed, walked him. So Repose is on. He's a 1-15. Look at Howard, 1-20. Being held, 1-18, but he gets picked off on an 8. Fregosi will come up. Repose is going to take his chances. Again, 1-15, 1-20, 1-18 being held. Two to 7, 11 and 12. He gets the lead. He gets the lead. Again, 1-15, 1-20, 1-18. Is it even worth trying? Bleffery's T rating is 1-13. So they're going to let him steal and eat it. Repose is on second. With Fregosi at the plate. Now we do a havoc roll for Fregosi. And the pitch. 4-7 walked him. It's first and second with 1 out. And here's Jimmy Hall, left-handed hitter. Pitch to Hall, 1-9, right-handed. That's a double, 1-9, double for Hall. Repose scores. Fregosi goes to third. There were 2 asteroids. Again, Hall, 1-9, right-handed. Double, 1-9. It's a double. Second and third, 1 out. And here's Reichart. I don't know what to do. They bring the infield in. I roll it. Infield is in now. pitch to Reichart. That's a possible balk or pass ball. That's a possible balk. His balk rating is 0. Pitch to Reichart. 4-5 right-handed, grounds it to short A with the infield in. Second and third. Grounder to Belanger, holds the runners. 2 outs. And here's Paul Schall. Two, 4, and he walked him to load the bases. Third walk this inning by Howard. And now Satriano in a clutch situation. 4-9, left-handed, flies it to center. And Blair makes the catch. And I guess the Orioles are fortunate to just allow 1 run there. It was 1 run on 3 walks and a double. Big double by Jimmy Hall to knock home Repos. It's 1-0 after 1. And we have a question from Kathy Harden, top of the third. And if you'll excuse me a moment while I eat a slice of cold pizza. Kate Brunette coming out for the top of the second. Luke Powell leads it off. 4-10, left-handed, struck him out. Now here's Davey Johnson. Brunette whines and deals. Come on, Guterman. 4-8, walked him. So third walk allowed by Brunette. Johnson is on 1-14. 1-11 not being held. Here's Belanger. Two, 3, left-handed, flies it to left. And that's for Reichart, 2 outs. And Bruce Howard, the pitcher, with 2 outs, and Johnson on first from the walk. Here's Brunette. That's 212, and he grounds it to short for Fregosi. And he throws it to Satriano at first, and the side is retired. It's 1-0 Angels. Bottom of the second. Bruce Howard is the batter. Buck Rogers leads it off, and remember, we've got a question top of the third. Here's Howard. 3-6, grounds it back to Howard. He fields it, and he throws it to Powell for the out. Now here's George Brunette. 1-0 Angels. Early on here, bottom of the second. Pitch to Brunette, 6-4, right-handed, grounds it to short X. That will be for Belanger. He's a 226. 8-2, E26, this might be trouble. E26, 4, it's a one-base error, and don't be surprised. Shortstops make a lot of errors notoriously compared to other positions. So Brunette is on. We're going to check to see his running rating. Brunette is a 1-10. That's weird that they put that there, because the reason why they put that there, because all pitchers by default are 1-10, is because he's got a stealing rating. So so hard for me to read these. His stealing rating. Is a 3 with a lead. Okay, so Brunette on first. Here's Rodriguez now. Pitch to Rodriguez. He got caught, Bill. Oh, thank you. He gets the lead 2-12. But it's a 3 rating. That's 2-5. That's, he walked him. So it's first and second, one out. Here's repose. Howard from the stretch. And thank you for that, Bill. One five, right-handed, grounds it to second. The runners will advance. So it's 2 outs, second and third. And Jim Fregosi, this is a clutch situation. Pitch to Fregosi. 4-10 right-handed, grounds it to third X. That'll be for Brooks Robinson. 116. 11-1, it's an E16. This could be an error. E16-7. No, he throws him out. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the error, the walk, both left. And after 2, it's California 1, Baltimore nothing. And now I want you all to get ready for the trivia question from Kathy Harden. Wait for it in the text, everybody. Who owns a Louisville Slugger guitar? Rocker, not baseball player. Oh, Lord. Who owns a Louisville Slugger guitar? It's a rocker, not a baseball player. Lord. Bill Ivamy guesses Fogarty. And I have no clue who that could be. And Bill gets it. Wow, what a question. How do you know that, Bill? A red jelly bean for Bill Ivamy and Kathy Harden for an absolutely super, super question. Thank you, Kathy. Ah, okay, smart. It's a very educated guess, I suppose. And we come back to the top of the third, Brunette on the mound. Very educated. A classic example of an educated guess. Okay, Brunette, he has walked 3 already. but it's 1-0 California, and it's going to be the top of the order, Kurt Blefary. Flew to right in the first. 2-4. Ballpark blast, left-handed, 1-8. He's got the power, and it's gone. Blefary ties the ball game up with a leadoff home run here in the third. Let's look at that again. 2-3 against the left. Oh my, look at that. I made a mistake. It's a 2-3, not a 2-4, and nevertheless, I would have been looking in the wrong section. That's going to be a ground ball to first. I pulled a boner, and don't get me started on that, Bill. Don't get me started, please. There's a lady present. At least one. We know one, Kathy. There might be others. And I think it's a sign of respect. I don't think it's like reverse misogyny. We do have our fun here. Oh, is your wife there? So it was a 2-3, a boner reversal. And looking at it, it's a ground ball to first. And Satriano will take it to the bag. One out. Here's Paul Blair now. Pitch from Brunette, 6-12. Right-handed, grounds it back to Brunette X. He is a 5-6. Good luck. It's going to be a E6 roll. E6-4 could be trouble. It's a one-base error. Third error in the ball game, second for California. Blair is on first, one out. Here's Kurt Martin now. And Bill has a question, top of the fourth. Here's Brunette. Pitch to Martin. .512 right-handed, grounds it to third X. Scholl, 221. 8-2, that's going to be an E21 roll. Watch out for another error. E21-7. It is. Two errors in succession. Third error for the game for California. We're only in the third inning. First and second with one out. And here's Frank Robinson now. Anything now unearned. Here's Brunette. Pitch to Robinson, 4-4 right-handed, flies it to center X. Repose 2-5. (15-2) makes the catch, runners hold. 2 outs. Brunette trying to get out of this. Here's Brooks Robinson. Clutch situation. The pitch, 111. And that's going to be a ballpark slash on a 1. Lining it too short, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on. Middle of the third, it's 1-0 California. We do the bottom of the third, then we have Bill's question. Bruce Howard. On the mound. Jimmy Hall leads it off. He doubled home the run. Roger Repose came home. Here's Howard now. 6-10 left-handed, ballpark slash. It's a 1. That's a liner to second, 1 out. Here's Rick Reichart. Reichart grounded to short. (1-7) fly ball center for Blair. And that's 2 away. And here's Paul Scholl. (2-7) right-handed, walked him. 5th walk by Bruce Howard. Scholl is on, 1-15, 1-20. He gets picked off a lot. I don't think we're gonna try much. They will hold him, of course. And here's Satriano now. Satriano flew to center in the first. The pitch from Howard. 1-3 right-handed, grounds it to first, and that's for Powell. And the big man takes it to the bag. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk to Scholl. And he was left on base. You know, I'm going on autopilot. I am so anxiety-ridden and depressed. It's a chronic condition, folks, exacerbated by some changes in my life. And I'm playing Strat-O-Matic to stay occupied, but I'm on autopilot here. Withstanding the emotional pain that I'm going through. Now let's give it up for Bill Ivamy. I hope it's a good one, Bill. They almost always are. They're always good ones from me. Here it is. What comedian made famous the line, "That's no lady, that's my wife"? Oh. I got it. Well, we'll give a red jelly bean to me, and we'll give a red jelly bean. And Kathy Harden will get a red jelly bean. And we'll give one to Bill for the great question. Yeah, take my wife, please. True story. I was about 7 or 8 years old with my family vacationing in Florida, and it just so happened that Henny Youngman was staying at the same hotel, and he was sitting out at the pool area, and I was told that that's Henny Youngman, and I knew of him at like 7 or 8 years old, and I went up to him and said, "Take my wife, please." And he laughed and said, "That's a good one. It's a true story, so help me God." It's a true story. And he's gone. He's long gone. Henny Youngman. I think people from our generation may know of him. I'm not sure how many younger people know of him. I'm sure my son never heard of him. We're heading to the top of the fourth. And George Brunette takes the mound. He's had his issues. He loaded the bases in the first. He walked a batter in the second. Not to any fault of his own. Two got on errors in the third. Here's Boog Powell now. It's 1-0 California. Okay, Brunette, the windup. And the pitch, 410 left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Brunette. Now Davy Johnson. .69 right-handed, grounder to third, fielded by Shaw, and he fires it to Satriano for the second out. Kathy has a question, top of the fifth. Keep them coming. It's great social interaction, and you can learn something while you're at it. Keep them coming, please. Here's Mark Belanger, 2 outs, nobody on. That's 410 right-handed, ballpark /1. Liner to shortstop, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 that time for Brunette. We move to the bottom of the fifth and get ready after this half inning. Bruce Howard on the mound. And Buck Rogers leads it off. Here's Howard now. The pitch to Rogers, 410, switch hitter batting left, grounds to third X. That'll be Brooks again, and he already made an error. Actually, no, he didn't. It was Belanger. Brooks is a 116. That's going to be a 1-1. He's going to get that. throws him out, one away. Now here's Brunette. Brunette reached on the error by Belanger, was left on. 6-9 right-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Howard. And here's Aurelio Rodriguez. Killed by a drunk driver as a pedestrian, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Howard now. The pitch to Rodriguez, 4-12, right-handed, single one, lines it to short. Caught by Belanger, and the side is retired. Both pitchers 1-2-3s in the fourth. We've gone 4 innings. It's California ahead 1-0. And now I want you to get ready. For the question from Kathy Harden. Wait for it now. In theory, original Angels in the Outfield. In 1951, what team received divine intervention? The original. I guess, was that a movie or was it a book? The Browns. Oh, the St. Louis Browns. I think Bill Ivy may get this one. Yeah, I think, Kathy, the movie remake was the Angels, right? That would be fitting. It's not the Browns. And Bill gets it with the Pirates. Another red jelly bean for both Bill and Kathy. Great question, Kathy. Yeah, the Pirates were bad. The actor who played Babe Ruth. Great question. And we move to the top of the fifth. Brunette's first endurance is the seventh. He's shutting out the Orioles thus far. William Bendix. And here's Bruce Howard to lead it off. His first endurance is the fifth. Brunette throws. That's 2-6, struck him out. The Babe Ruth story. It's 1 out. And here's Kurt Blefary. Blefary 0 for 2 today. 6-10, left-handed, grounds it to first, and that'll be Satriano taking it to the bag, 2 outs. And here's Paul Blair. Blair walked and reached on the error by Brunette. Five-seven, right-handed, flies it to right. Hall under it, hauls it in. Another 1-2-3. He's retired 8 in order, Brunette. We move to the bottom of the fifth. Is that right, Ty Cobb? I wonder if that's on YouTube. You know what I watched yesterday? I watched it free on YouTube. Hadn't watched it in a long time, although I remember so much of it. Pride of the Yankees. And for the time, I think it was a fairly well done movie. You know, Gary Cooper was awesome. His wife, the lady who played his wife, was awesome. Everybody was awesome in it. And there were a lot of real players. Bill Dickey, Babe Ruth made several appearances in the movie. I'm not sure who else. Very, very sad movie. Okay, Howard now facing California. It's Roger Repose leading it off. .3-6, right-handed, home run 1-12. It's gone. Repose with the home run. This time I think I got it right. Roger Repose on a 3-6 right-handed home run 1-12. It was a 5. That makes it 2-0. We enter our home runs in real time. That's the first home run of the year for Roger Repose. He had 13 real world. It happens every spring. Repose going yard. That might be worth watching. It happens every spring. Ray Milland. So it's 2-0 now, California, and here's Fregosi. .111 right-handed. That's a slash on a 1. It's a liner to short. 1 out. And now Jimmy Hall. Hall doubled in the first run and popped to second. .311 right-handed grounds it back to Howard. He fields it and throws it to Powell, 2 outs. And it's Rick Reichard up to the plate. Bella Fregosi, 7th inning doubles shot from Kathy Harden. Let's remember this. Bella Fregosi. And here's Paul Shaw, 2 outs. Rick Reichard with 2 outs, nobody on. Oh, God. I'm surprised Ray Milland would take a role like that. I always considered Ray Milland a good actor, you know. Here's the pitch now to Reichard. That's 4-8, right-handed, walked him. And this is Howard's first endurance inning. There is action in the Baltimore bullpen. O'Donohue and Watt pitched real worlds. John O'Donohue, who pitched in real world, 6.14. What are you gonna do? I could go with Watt, but it's a little early for that. I could go with Reichert. I think that would be a fair trade-off. Here's Paul Shaw now. It's Reichard on first. 1-15, 1-20. 1-18 being held. See if he can get the lead. Havoc roll. Reichert. Okay, demos. Reichert being held. He gets the lead 2-6, 11 and 12, picked off 9. He gets the lead. Now 1-15, 1-20, 1-18. Let's check out the T rating on Blefary. One to 13 out of 20. They will let him steal and eat it. Reichert, even though I got kind of used to calling him Reichard, gets a stolen base. Reichert. Okay. Reichert. Or is it Rickert? It's Rickert. Okay. Rickert. Okay. That's going to be something I got to remember. So Rickert steals second. 2 outs. And Scholl the batter. The pitch from Howard. 1-4 right-handed, flies it to right. This should end the inning. Frank Robinson under it. Makes the catch and the side is retired. And Howard maintains endurance. Allowing a home run and a walk. We're heading to the top of the 6th. Oh, Reich Hart. Yeah, you know, that, it's kind of confused me there because you wrote Rick Ert with the R-I-C-K. Now you're giving me Reich Hart. But pronounce the name the way you want to pronounce it. So that sounds like a familiar mantra. And I'm all confused if it's Reichert, Rickert. I'm all confused. But I'm gonna stay with Pete Rickert. Oh God, am I confused. We're talking now here a Pete Rickert who is available to come in for Baltimore. Pete Yeah, I see it now. Pete Rickert, pronounced Rickert. Okay. Oh, we'll try demos. We'll try it. We move to the top of the 6th. Here's Brunette now. Pete, let's get this straight here. Pete is Rickert, and Rick is Reich Hart. Okay. Top of the 6th. Kurt Martin leads it off. Oops. I failed to put the run in here. We would have caught it. Brunette facing Martin to start off the top of the 6th. Here's Brunette. 6'10", right-handed, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Brunette. And now Frank Robinson at the plate, walked and flew to center. 311, left-handed. That's a ballpark blast, and it is gone. A home run by Frank Robinson. Let's look at it again. 311. Left-handed. Ballpark blast. It's got the power against left-handers. And it was 1-8. Right-hander 1-14. That baby is gone. Frank Robinson, and that's no error. That's no boner. That is the second home run of the season for Frank Robinson. It's a 2-1 game now. And here's Brooks Robinson. Rickert and Reichart. Here's the pitch to Brooks. 6-9 right-handed, grounds it to third. Scholl has it, throws it to first. 2 outs. And Boog Powell the batter. 5-8, left-handed, 1-1, base hit for Powell. Brunette's first endurance is the 7th. Powell on first, 2 outs, Davy Johnson the batter. Good afternoon, JD. Possible balk or pass ball. Possible balk, 0. Pitch to Johnson, 6-9, right-handed, grounds it to third. Fielded by Scholl. And he throws it to Satriano. And the side is retired. But 1 run on the home run by Frank Robinson, his second of the season. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's California 2, Baltimore 1. We head to the bottom of the 6th. I just need to use the lavatory. I'll be right back. Refresh my coffee. I should be back in just a minute. Let's give it up for JG. 2-1 ball game, and Bruce Howard is 2 hits and/or walks away from fatigue. Tom Satriano leads it off. 5-8, left-handed, grounds it to second X for Johnson. 2-18. 4-2, throws him out. Now here's Buck Rogers. Rogers 0 for 2. 4-9, switch hitter batting left, flies to center, and Blair makes the catch. And now Brunette, Howard with a chance to refresh his endurance. And the pitch, 5-2, right-handed, fly ball center. This should end the inning. Blair makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 for Bruce Howard with full endurance now. We're going to do the top of the 7th, and then we're going to have a double shot from Kathy Harden. Here's Brunette now in his first endurance inning. Belanger leads it off. 1-2, lines it, hit him. Oh, you hit him in the buttocks. On a 1-2 left-handed. Walk it off, walk it off. Belanger on first. Here's Howard. He's a C bunter. It's a tough call to make. We're going to have him try a bunt, even though he's a C. And field in, he's a D now. Havoc roll. Hit to third. D bunter 10. Bad. Batter lays down a bad bunt. The lead runner is thrown out by the fielder. So there you go, 5-4. At least it was not a double play. I never had a bad come up. He turned the other cheek, absolutely. If it's good enough for Jesus, I guess it's good enough for Mark Belanger. Now Howard is on. Just double check to make sure Howard does not have a special running rating. It's Howard on first. Kurt Blefrey, the batter. Absolutely, Bill. Despite the severe depression and anxiety. Pitch to Blefrey, 5-10, left-handed, ballpark slash. And it's a 1, Lord. Lines it to second, 2 outs. And here's Paul Blair. It's Howard on first, 2 down. Blair at the plate. 6-7, right-handed, grounds it to second X. Rodriguez, 441. Guess he wasn't used to playing second. 441, 16-4, throws him out. And the side is retired. So Brunette gets out of that in his first endurance inning, clean, full endurance. And now I want you all to give it up for a nice, relaxing 7th inning stretch with Kathy Harden's trivia, and then I'm going to take a break for 2 or 3 minutes after. What was the name of the German military strategy of rapid, overwhelming attacks? Blitzkrieg from Demos. And Demos gets it. Great question, Kathy. Very historical. Now I want you all to stand by here. For the second of this trivia, a double shot here in the middle of the 7th. I don't know what Hitler was thinking when he thought he could invade Russia and fight wars on 2 fronts like that. I don't know what. A lot of people attribute it to an impairment of physical and mental condition. Here's the next question. On the day of his wife's murder, what was Andy drinking in Shawshank? That's from a true story. And Bill Ivanby says Scotch. I think Bill's got this one. He's got a lot of them today. Close. I'll go with bourbon. Whiskey. Whiskey was better. I think Demo's got it. Bill Ivanby says Jack Daniels. I got it with bourbon. Okay. And that was just a guess, aided by the hint. Great questions. And thank you all for your participation. Bill Ivanby, Baseball Demos. And of course, Kathy Harden for your great questions. We'll take a break for 2 or 3 minutes. And when we come back, it's a 2-1 ball game, Angels leading. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. And we're back. California 2, Baltimore 1. Thank you, Ivan. I'm not doing well at all. Not doing well at all. Okay, they've stayed with Bruce Howard here. He does have full endurance in a 2-1 ball game. And it'll be the top of the order for California, Aurelio Rodriguez. Leading it off. Thank you very much. Let's give it up for Ivan. Ivan Morel Francis, the man who prays for me, even though I'm agnostic, leaning atheist, it can't hurt. Okay, Rodriguez in the batter's box. Here's Howard now. 2-7, double one, base hit. Rodriguez is on. Here's Roger Repose, who hit the home run. Four-six left-handed walked him. So now Howard is one hit or walk away from fatigue, and Pete Rickard is warming and ready. Thank you, Ivan. Jim Fregosi, the batter, first and second, no outs. Fregosi walked, and he's 0 for 2. .210, and that'll be a grounder to short for Belanger. Over to Johnson and Powell, double play, and Rodriguez goes to third. So it's 2 outs, Rodriguez on third for Jimmy Hall. Clutch situation. Pitch to Hall, 3-5, struck him out. Howard comes through. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 1 left. Now the Orioles need to get something going with the heart of their order. George Brunette in his second endurance inning, full endurance for Brunette. Kurt Motton will lead it off. 5'4", right-handed, catcher X. Rogers 215. 19-2 Rogers. He fouls out. Monton fouls out to the catcher. Buck Rogers 1 down. And here's Frank Robinson. He could tie it up with another home run. Orioles down 2-1 here. That's 3-3 left-handed. Ballpark blast. Right-handed. Oh! Left field caught by Rickard. Getting back to my reference here. Reichart. Reichart makes the catch again. Look at that. It was a 3-3 against the left-hander. Ballpark blast. Right-handers 1-14. He had the chance, but right on the warning track on a 16. Reichart makes the catch. 2 outs. And here's Brooks Robinson. Three 6, left-handed, pops it up to short, and Fregosi makes the catch, and the side is retired. California won this one 2-1 real world. They're leading 2-1 in this game. We move to the bottom of the 8th. It's Howard again. And Rick Reichart. I'll think of that in terms of the German Reich. Reichart. That's a way to do it. Reichart leading it off. Here's Bruce Howard. 5'8", right-handed, grounds it to second X for Johnson. 218. 4-2, throws him out. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it will be Powell, Johnson, and Belanger. Here's Paul Shaw. Four 7, right-handed, walked him. And now Howard is one hitter walk away from fatigue. Now Satriano, the batter. .210, base hit to left. That'll be it for Howard. Shaw goes to second, rounding third, 1-13. 1-15, 1-16. They let him go. And that's it for Bruce Howard. Finally. Even though he pitched pretty decent baseball, he pitched 7 1/3. Four hits. Eight walks. Struck out 2, allowed 2. Responsible first and third, and it is Pete Rickard, Pete, Rickard, Pete Rickard. I'll just look at that. Pete Rickard with the H silent coming in. This is Rickard's first appearance of the season. No record. +2, +3. Will face Buck Rogers. First and third. They're going to play the infield in. Here's Buck Rogers now. That's a possible wild pitch. 0 for Rickard. Rickard and Reichart. Pitch to Rogers. 3-4. Grounds back to the pitcher. That's going to score a run. Wait a minute, on a B, infield in. I'm sorry. Grounds it back to the pitcher. First and third. Infield in. 7. Batter safe. Lead runner thrown out. Two outs, first and second. That looks right. And here's Brunette. He gets a good hand from the crowd. Rickard throws. 2-4 struck him out. So the side is retired. Rickard gets the Orioles out of that. And George Brunette, who's gone all the frickin' way, will face Powell, Johnson, and Belanger in the top of the ninth. Orioles down by a run. Well, here we go. Boog Powell leads it off. Brunette looks in. He's ready. The pitch to Powell, 5-9, left-handed, and home run 1-5. It is gone, and it's a tie ball game. Boog Powell off of Brunette's card. Let's look at it again. It was 5-9 left-handed and home run 1-5. He's got the power. And it was a 5, believe it or not. Powell ties it up with the home run. Boo goes boom. Boog Powell. Home run number 2 on the year. John Boog Powell. And here's Davy Johnson now. Action in the Mini Rojas. Maybe warming. Pitched in this game, real world. We may want to bring in someone else if there's anybody better. Jim Weaver only had 23 innings. I tend not to want to use him. Andy Messersmith is principally a reliever. I could make sure he doesn't start soon. These are just some of the choices that we have. And of course there's Marty Patton, also principally a reliever. I'm ignoring some of the weaker relievers. So we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. Here's Davy Johnson now. 2-2 ball game. Brunette. And the pitch 1-7. Grounds it to short. And that's fielded by Fregosi. And he fires it to Satriano at first, 1 out. Here's Belanger now. 3-8 left-handed, flies it to center. Under it is Repose. And the big question is, do you go for a pinch hitter here? It's a big, big question. With 2 outs, nobody on. They have like nobody. Oh, Merv Rettenmund. Shit. I just used him. Buford. For some reason, he's been out, but we're use poetic license and have Buford hit for Rickert. Rickert pitched only 2/3. Let's see who we will bring in. Leonard starts on the 21st of April, so we'll count him out. John Morris is the candidate. Only 32 innings. Let's make sure he's on the roster at this time of year. Yes, he is. He didn't pitch much, but he will come in. He's a left-hander to face Repose. This would be Morris's first appearance. He's a -2. 0, -1. Okay, here's Buford stepping in. Switch hitter batting right. Here's Brunette now. 1-6 against the left-hander, flies it to left. And Reichart. Makes the catch and the side is retired. But one big run on one big home run by Big John Boo Powell. Oh, God. Looking at the market, unbelievable what's happened. Oh. The new pitcher is John Morris for Baltimore. That'll be the top of the order, Aurelio Rodriguez. Here's the pitch, 112, and he hit him. So Rodriguez is on, and here's Roger Repose. C. Bunter. We'll let him hit away. This is lefty-lefty. (1-6) struck him out. Now here's Fregosi. Fregosi 0 for 3 and a walk. Angels need divine help here, you bet. That's 2-9, left-handed, grounds it to short. Belanger to Johnson to John Powell. Double play, we're going to extra innings. Brunette will pitch his 10th inning. Top of the order for Baltimore, Kurt Blefary now. Extra innings. I think we just had one. Okay, here's Brunette. The pitch to Blefary. 5'11", left-handed, ballpark /1. It is a liner to second, one out. A 2-2 game. Here's Paul Blair. 6'8", right-handed, double 1 to 5. It's a double for Blair. Yes, that's a good one. Demos. Here's Kurt Martin now. Three-two. Single 1 to 19. It's a 20. A liner to short, caught by Fregosi. What a beautiful catch. 2 outs. Saved a run. 3-2. Left-handed. Single 1 to 19. It was a 20. Leave it to the die. The 20 die. And here's Frank Robinson. Brunette trying to get out of this. Full endurance. What a catch by Fregosi. That's a possible balk or pass ball. Possible balk, 0 rating. Pitch to Robinson, 2-10, and he walked him. And now Brunette is one hitter walk away from fatigue. They're going to let him try to get this. Rick, I don't quite understand what you're saying here. What if you went back in time and said, what, no Ghost Runner? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, now I get it. Most ridiculous rule I've ever heard of. Just ridiculous. As just to me, antithetical to baseball. Same thing with the timer. I mean, baseball is not like that. Yeah, that's not the way baseball, they gotta, let the games go 4 hours. Who gives a shit? It's more commercials, more baseball. Okay, Brunette in a tight situation here. And Brooks Robinson up in a clutch situation. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Brunette. Possible wild pitch. It's a 9. No. That's exactly right. It's an untimed game. The pitch to Brooks. 2-5. Flies it to right. And under it is Hall. He hauls it in, and we're heading to the bottom of the 10th. Here's Morris in his second inning of relief. His first endurance is the third. They want the younger demographic with the shorter attention spans. Yeah, well, my attention span is not so good anyway, Ivan. I don't have the patience to watch a baseball game, but I haven't had that unless it's a World Series or playoff. I really haven't really had much of that attention span ever. Okay, it will be Hall, Reichart, and Scholl. Bottom of the 10th, Morris in his second inning of relief. Here's Morris now. The pitch to Hall. 5-8 left-handed, grounds it to second for Davy Johnson. And he throws to Powell, 1 out. And here's Rick Reichart. 210. Left-handed, ballpark /1. Thought they'd hit that eventually. That's line to short, 2 outs. And Paul Scholl, the batter. 2-8. Flies it to left. And Monton is under it. Side is retired. Brunette's going to start his 11th inning. Of course, they'll hit for him in the bottom of the 11th. Unless Santiago or Rogers that's a real good one, Demos. We're going to take a break for 2 or 3 minutes as Brunette will come out to pitch his 11th. This would be his last inning. It just worked out that way. Ordinarily, I don't use somebody that long. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. We'll be back in just a few minutes. That was a real good one. Oh, God. Top of the 11th, George Brunette with full endurance, but he has 2 against him in the 10th. And Boog Powell will lead it off. Okay, here's Brunette now. Pitch to Powell, 4-2 left-handed, single 1-11. That's a liner to second, 1 out. Here's Davey Johnson. Pitch from Brunette. 5-9 right-handed, hit and home run 1-9. It's a fly to left. Chasing for it is Reichart. 2 outs. And here's Belanger. 2-7 left-handed, single 1-14, 18, lines it to short, caught by Fregosi, a 1-2-3 for Brunette, and he gets a big hand from the hometown crowd, knowing that that's probably it for Brunette. In fact, that will be it for Brunette. He pitched 11 innings. Four hits. Walked 4. Struck out 4. Allowed 2 runs. Let's see. Here's John Morris in his 3rd inning. He's thrown 2 scoreless. It'll be Satriano, Rogers, and if necessary, a pinch hitter. Here's Satriano. 1 for 4 today. 4-8 left-handed, walked him. So Satriano, the winning run on first. And here's Buck Rogers, a debunter. Welcome, David. The pitch to Rogers. 5-12 switch hitter batting right, grounds to third, forcing Satriano. And now Rogers is on. 1-13, 1-12. There'll be a hitter here for Brunette. Let's see who it's going to be. It's going to be Bubba Morton, who pinched hits. In this game in real world. Bubba Morton. Here comes Morton now. Pitch from Morris in his first endurance inning. 5-6 right-handed, struck him out. And here's Aurelio Rodriguez. 2 outs. Rogers on first, the winning run. Bottom of the 11th. Rodriguez at the plate. The pitch from Morris. 2-4. Ballpark /1. Oh, it goes through finally. That ballpark /1. That's going to be first and second. Wow. On a 2-4 left-handed. Now Morris one hitter walk away from fatigue. And Roger reposed the batter. A base hit could end it. Here's the pitch to repose. 2-4. Grounds it to second. And that's for Johnson. He throws it to Powell. We're going to the 12th. New pitcher for California. We're looking to see who's coming in. Looks like it will be Minnie Rojas. Let me just check something here. We're going way up into the future here. It will be Marty Patton, the right-hander. Marty Patton. I believe he ended up on the Padres in '69. This will be his second appearance of the season. He has no record, 2 scoreless innings. He's a +3, +2. So here's Patton on the mound. For the top of the 12th. He's the Donald Duck guy. And there'll be a hitter here for Morris. Three innings, 1 hit, 1 walk. Struck out 1, allowed none. It will be Eddie Watt. This is where you bring him in. Watt is 1-0, 5 scoreless innings. -4, -3. He'll be the new pitcher. And Merv Rettenmund is going to hit. Okay, here's Rettenmund, top of the 12th. Facing Patton. Okay, here's Patton now. The pitch. 5-7 right-handed, grounds it to second X. Rodriguez 441. 17-4 throws him out. Top of the order, Kurt Blefary 0 for 5. .46 left-handed struck him out. And now Paul Blair. Blair is 1 for 4, doubled, walked, reached on an error, left on each time. Pitch to Blair, 5-9, right-handed, grounder to short X. Fregosi, 230. If it's out of his range, 17-2 throws him out. 1-2-3 for Patton. We head to the bottom of the 12th. And Eddie Watt is the new pitcher. One of the best. It'll be Fregosi, Hall, and Reichart. Here's Fregosi. Pitch from Watt, 4-7, right-handed, walked him. Fregosi is on, 1-14, 1-11. Here's Jimmy Hall, D bunter. Pitch to Hall, 1-4, and he walked him. So Watt has put the first two batters on base. And Rick Reichart is the batter. A base hit can end this game. .37. Oh, he hit him. That loads the bases. And now the chance, I always say the odds of not scoring, bases loaded, no outs. Infield in for Paul Scholl. .15, walks in the run, and the ball game is over. Eddie Watt with 3 base on balls and a hit by pitch in a very disappointing outing, a 1-5 right-handed. The final score, California 3, Baltimore 2. I'll be back with a recap in just a moment. So that just about does it, folks. What a game it was. 3-2 is the final score. Patton gets the win. He's 1-0 in his first appearance of the season. And Eddie Watt, what a disappointment. He walked Fregosi. He walked Hall. He hit Reichart. And then he walked in a run with the bases loaded, walking Paul Scholl. He could not find the strike zone. The final line, California, 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors. Baltimore, 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. It was quite a game. It was 2-1. And then the home run by Powell to tie it up, sending it into extras. And a anticlimactic, this Reichart-Rickert mess, again, it's Reichart, Rick Reichart, and Rickert. I think I got it straight. I need to use the lavatory, and then I will input this into the system. now the depression and the anxiety really settles in now that I have finished the game. Not sure what I can do about it. Just try to cope with it. There's very little I can do to change events that are stressing me out. Potato is correct. I want to thank everybody for being here. Dan Port, Kathy Harden, Doug Noble, Kathy Harden, Ivan Morel Francis, David Codwalder, Rick DeBar, Baseball Demos, Bill Ivamy, it's a lot of people to go through here, and I hope I didn't miss anybody. Thank you for your companionship. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Okay, we'll enter this one now in the books. Thank you, Ivan. Likewise. Okay, let's enter Baltimore. Let's do the standings first. This was game 72. California gets the win. They are 4-4 now. Baltimore, the loss, 2-5. Six 12, 17-21. 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, now we'll enter the individual stats. Starting off with Baltimore. Howard 7 1/3, 2. That'd be 3, 4, 11. Rickert 2/3, no decision. Morris 3 innings scoreless. And Eddie Watt with the loss. Pitched 0 innings, allowed a run. Now for the Baltimore hitters, Blefrey with a run batted in. Frank Robinson with a run batted in. Powell with a run batted in. Blefrey 0 for 6. But he had a run batted in with a ground ball, I think. Trying to see where he got that run batted in. No, there's no run batted in there. I don't know where I got that from. Okay, Blair 1-6. Oh. Frank Robinson, a run batted in. Oh, yeah. Shit. I gotta do it all over. Oh, that happens. Gotta do it all over. And that's why I save them. What the hell? AL stats. There we go. All right, let's start it all over. You know what? I'm in no condition to do this right now. Folks, I'm gonna take off. Oh, I'll try to do it. What the hell? What the hell? Howard. Rickett 2/3. Morris. Three scoreless. And Eddie Watt loses. Okay, now runs batted in. Frank Robinson. Powell. Leffery 06. Blair 1-5. Blair 1-5. Martin, forgot about him. Christ. This was his first appearance. Martin 05. Frank Robinson 1-3. Brooks 05. Powell 2-5. Johnson 04. Belanger 04. Buford 01. Rettenmund 01. That takes care of the Orioles. Now California. Brunette, 11 innings, no decision. One run, 2 runs. And Patton with the win. Okay. RBI Repose 1 and Hall 1. Rodriguez 2-5. Repose 1-4. Fregosi 0-4. Hall 1-5. Reichart 0-4. Scholl 0-2. Satriano 1-4. His first appearance. Rogers 0-5. Morton 0-1. And that takes care of it. Now we'll email this to myself. There. We're done. I'm going to take off now, everybody. You all take care. Thank you for being here, okay?